to apologize firstly for how long this has taken me to do. This is like my third time recording this actually. I know I've kept saying that it's coming soon, but I did not like how I presented my opinions, let's just say, in the first couple of takes that I did of this, talking about the 2026 Schleich horses and why I only collect, I've got my lovelies here behind me, why I only collect, 2012 and earlier, 2012-ish. I mean, I have a few exceptions up there at the top, but for the most part, I only collect, like, let's just say early 2010s and earlier Schleichs. And I realize now, after reflecting on what I have, talked about this a few times now, it really just comes down to a difference of opinion and, honestly, nostalgia. I know you probably get tired of hearing me talk about how I'm so old, and I'm not even that old, I'm in my 20s, but, this era of Schleich, for me, I think this guy's like early 2000s, 2004. So to put it in perspective, in like 2004, 2005, I was like 8, so I was like prime, age for wanting cute little ponies and things like this. So, that's why nostalgia kind of comes in to play here for me a lot with these guys, is because, this is, my Schleich. This is the Schleich I grew up with, and for me, that makes them, the most special. And why I have a bit of a bias, I can't deny a bias towards this era of Schleich. And I do have, newer to my collection, still like 2012-ish. I do have some from, even those times that, I really don't particularly like. I know you guys have probably heard me say a million times how I do not like the 2012 Shire mare, but I have her. She's here now, and even some of the newer, pieces that I have. This guy's wearing a really old halter that I made, but he's a newer. I think he's from, his mold says 12, but I think he was from like the 24, 23, 25, like little rodeo barrel racer set. I got him by himself. I didn't get the other pieces in the set besides the tack, just because I already had the original of this mold. So I like to have the variants. I think it's cool to have the color variants, but I do not like how he looks. I don't like his paint. I don't really like much about him, but that's just my opinion. I'm sure some other of you guys probably have, this model, and you guys absolutely love him, but to me it's not the same as, like these, and it really just comes down to a sentimental issue, really. So you've all seen the 2026, tons of people have made videos, shorts, showing them, talking about them at this point. I just don't feel like I need to also make a video talking about that. And I tried, and when I was looking back through the footage editing, I just felt like my comments were really mean. I talked about this in my previous video. If you haven't seen that, go check it out. Unboxed the big order from my model horse. But I talked about it in there that I just felt like it really made me come off as like I hate the brand, and I don't. I mean, clearly I don't hate the brand. The new models are not for me. And that's kind of the end of that. That's probably the last I will talk about that. I might pick up new models in the future just to like see for video purposes, but I probably would not put them here. If I don't feel like, for me, this is my opinion, if I don't feel like they are collection worthy, especially, this is 2001, seeing like the new version of these goats really makes me sad. And again, just me personally, nostalgia. I grew up raising these goats. If you guys don't know, a little bit about my backstory and my grandparents, we raised like dozens and dozens of these goats, and seeing like the new style for this, boar goats, seeing like the new style for these goats just makes me sad. Because this is what these goats look like to me, and probably other people that raised them. I just don't like, the new ones look really cartoony and not like the goats I was raised with. Again, those are just my opinions as an old, bitter person, if you want to call me that. And in my other videos, and I'll probably still put the footage in here, just maybe not with the comments I made, probably just put some music over it. I did buy a bunch of the 2025 horses and I unboxed them, so I'll probably still put in the unboxing here in a little bit. But I did, get some of the new horses for the 2025 just to kind of look at them, because I've seen lots of pictures, but I hadn't really held any, new models in my hands in a long time, besides like a couple like little one-off ones I'd gotten in sets. But and to me, getting those models, it just kind of solidified I don't want to be collecting newer models. So once I get a few more families that I'm looking into getting for my collection, I still would like to have the Icelandics. I did just order, so unboxing for a pony family is coming soon, and I still need the Dartmoors and my Fjord Foal, of course. But after I get all of those, I probably will not be collecting any more new Schleichs, just because it really is just my personal opinion on that. But anyways, moving on to a lighter topic, I'll probably insert the unboxing footage of the 2025 models I got in after I'm finished talking here. But moving on to happier news, I'm sure you saw in the title, I am going to be doing a giveaway celebrating 100 subscribers. It happened really fast. I was not expecting to get 100 subscribers so fast. So thank you guys for, those of you who have subscribed. At the time of recording this, I have 152 subscribers actually, so I'm a little late on doing my 100 subscriber special giveaway. So I'll be giving away 2 things. Details will be in a little bit after I'm going to show you what I'll be giving away. I'm very excited. But so there will be 2 winners for that. And I probably won't be doing a giveaway for every milestone. I'm already at 150, so I'm sure 200 will come pretty soon. Probably won't do anything big like this again until I get to probably 500. 500 seems very special. So probably another big giveaway at 500. But for now, I am giving away 2 giveaways. I guess 1 giveaway, but 2 winners, 2 separate things. So I'm very excited about that. Thank you guys so much for continuing to support me and liking what I put out. I didn't expect this to happen. I've only been doing this for a couple months, kind of, so it just happened really fast. So I'm just really, really feeling grateful to you guys for continuing to watch my videos, liking and giving me all your support. It really means a lot. So I'm going to flip the perspective around now and show you guys what I have to give away. Well, I'll probably after this put in the unboxings that I did. I might put in some comments here and there if it wasn't, you know, just like, oh, if I thought something was cute or something, that's not bad. But I did kind of come off a little harshly, so I'm gonna keep some of those comments to myself because it didn't really justify. I feel like it did not represent me and how I would like to appear, you know, as a good person. I don't think I'm a hateful person, but I really kind of came off as a hateful person. I really said some mean things, and I don't want that to be a representation of who I am and my love for the brand. So those will stay sealed. But anyways, hope you enjoyed the little unboxing portion, and I'm going to flip the perspective around now and show you guys what I have for the giveaway. Very exciting. Back to this setup. I'm sure if you guys have seen a couple of my other recent videos, I'm kind of trying out this like perspective, close-up kind of style for unboxings. I hope it translates well, and I hope you guys enjoy this, you know, close-up view of, you know, especially product reviews and things like that. But as you guys can see, I've got some boxes here. I believe this came out this year, 2025, the new Tori and Princess Schleich set. I've been wanting to get more people. I have some things in the work where I need some writers, and I liked the tack that came with it. And I believe Princess, from what I can read online, is a Frisian mare, so I have Frisians, so it kind of worked out for the video. And then I have a package here with some 2025 and maybe 24. I tried to get the most recent models I could. I got a package from Happy Hen Toys. You guys hear me talk about them a lot, I swear. I'm not sponsored. I just really, I like their website. I like their product offerings. I appreciate that they're like a small family-owned, you know, toy distributor. They don't just do Schleich. They do like Safari, Papo, Mojo, all the other, you know, Collecte, all those brands. So I picked up a bunch of models from them, or my husband got all this for me, so really appreciate him funding my hobbies. Just a tip to you younger people out there: if you cannot get a husband, boyfriend, whatever, that does not support your hobbies, does not, you know, wants to tell you, oh, that's stupid, why do you do that, you know, that's not the man for you. That is not the person for you. Someone should always, you know, appreciate and support you for whatever you're interested in, whatever you want to pursue. That's what a true partnership should be, in my opinion. You know, if you don't want to take any advice from me, take that one thing with you. Big sister advice, whatever you want to call it. But so let's get into this one first, since we can already kind of see what is going on. Okay. I guess this is Tori. We'll have to put her together in a second. We've got the tack. I really like the black. I didn't have anything that was black, so it's really nice to have some black tack. I like the style that is, you know, doesn't have like the built-in saddle pad either. It feels sticky. I don't like that. Might need to wash it. I like, so you can, you know, make your own saddle pads, get fancy with it. And, you know, these are made kind of for these new riders, and they fit really well on it, so I like that. Oh, her little helmet, can't forget that. And then here we have Princess. Oh, I guess I got 2 saddle pads. Okay, interesting. I don't know how that happened. Yeah, I was only supposed to get 1. Alright, well, somebody made a boo-boo, but, you know, I'm not complaining. If only they could have made the boo-boo with that. Okay, so here we have Princess. I have a lot of thoughts, but I'm just going to firstly say that I really dislike how a lot of box sets, play sets, box sets, whatever you want to call them, the recent ones from Schleich, the models do not come with tags. I've noticed that with, you know, the wash doll set that I've got, and I've seen, you know, others do unboxings on YouTube of new sets, but the models do not come with tags. So from a collector's standpoint, I do not like that. That, you know, it's kind of like unbranded almost. She is a mare, and her mold, it's hard to see because she's dark, but her mold says 2017. So I think this model has been out for a little bit now, you know, correct me if I'm wrong. I think with different hair bow iterations, I think sometimes they're red. I really thought they were yellow in this. Oh, I guess not. I assumed that's why everything was like yellow, because like matched the yellow. I don't know. But here is Princess, the Frisian mare, 2017 mold. You can get her today, 2025. Okay. Onto the Happy Hen box. I think there's like 5 or 6 horses in here, so let's just grab one out. Okay, so these have their tags, which to me, they should all come with tags. Alright, I'm sure you guys can see them back there, but this is what I'll be doing for my giveaway. So I have 2 sets, I guess you could say, that I'm giving away. So the first giveaway will be the Percheron mare. I think she's 2024, not really 2025, but she's still, newer, and I have Percherons, so I just kind of wanted to compare her to my Percherons I have in my collection. So I will be giving her away, her tack included. I thought it was really appropriate for her to have a cute little polka dot Christmas red. So she will come just as is, and I'll, secure her feet, protect her face, wrap her just like she was in the package. I still have their packaging and their, leg spreaders, so I'll make sure that they are secured well to be shipped to you guys. So that is for one winner, and then the second winner will receive all of this. So the 2025 paint mare, her foal, and their very cute ice blue matching sets. Very cute. It was so fun to make such a tiny little halter for this baby. So precious. And then, as well as the mare, she gets a very nice ice blue beaded halter. This is kind of like I guess you could say like a patented style that I do, making bead halters. So very special. And I just love that they match. So precious. I think it's a filly. Yeah. A little like Mommy and Me set. Very cute. So one winner will be entered to win these guys, and then the other person will win her. I'm only going to be shipping to the US, so you need to be in America, the continental US. I will specify. Sorry if you live in Alaska and Hawaii. So only continental US winners will be chosen. You must be subscribed. And what I plan to do is, so if you want to be entered to win either her or the mare and foal, in the comments, just comment a red heart emoji if you want to be entered to win the Percheron mare, and a blue heart emoji if you want to win the mare and foal for their colors. I thought that was cute. And then I'll probably leave the entries up for, I guess, a couple of weeks. So probably like December. I don't know, I'll put it on screen from the time this gets posted to the time that, I'll accept the last entries. So you guys will be able to have some time to like, share, get the word around. If you want to enter to have a chance to win both, you can, but I will say you can't win both. So what I plan to do is whoever comments heart emojis, I was going to do like a spinning wheel thing and probably do like a live or like post a shorts of the results for that. So if someone ends up, like if you win one and then I do the next one and it's the same person, I'm going to have to, okay, well, I'm going to spin again or take your name out and spin again, because I want to give everybody a chance. I don't think it would be super fair if everybody wins, if one person won everything. I want everybody to have a chance. So that is what is up for my giveaway. These cute little ponies and all the tack they are wearing. But once again, I just want to say, thank you guys for supporting my channel. It really means a lot that I've come so far in, my YouTube journey. I would have never expected this. So this is just kind of my little way of saying thank you. I really, I got these guys because, like I was saying earlier, I really wanted to kind of see what some of the newer models look like, ones you could just go out and you could, buy off the shelf today. But they're just not, like I said, I think they're really cute. She has a cute little face and everything. I just love her. But I have Percherons, and I like my Percherons better, and I don't need, I don't need these. I don't need to have so many horses. I would just rather have the ones that are special to me, but I know that there's you guys out there really like these and, would love to have these guys in your collection, so I'm just sharing the love. What do you guys think about the new style of tag, too? I noticed that when I was unboxing these, I was like, oh, they do like a new tag style now. Let me go get one of mine. I keep grabbing this baby, but he's the closest one on the shelf. But yeah, I didn't realize that they updated the tag style until I was unboxing these guys, and I was like, oh wow, the tag is like different, because all of mine have, this tag. But yeah, just thought that was really interesting. But yeah, enter below if you want to be entered for the giveaway. Like I said, I will check. You must be subscribed, like this video, share it with your friends, share it with your family, increase your chances. But yeah, that is all I have to say today. I've got lots more in the works coming. I'm sure you guys can see this over here. I've got the windows blocked, no peeking. That's a project I'm working on. If you want to, hear a little more about that, check out my previous video of unboxing the My Model Horse stuff that I received. I've got lots of stuff planned for Christmas, and if you like the tack I make, I've got a really big surprise coming soon for that. So make sure that you have notifications turned on and you're ready to receive the news when it comes. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next time.